Good afternoon, and welcome to the session of 4 at 4. Today I'm going to talk about conventional or adjustable rate mortgages and who they're good for. In the industry, in the past 8 years, 10 years since the collapse of the real estate market in 2006 and 2007, adjustable rate mortgages, or otherwise known as ARMs, are kind of taboo, in the marketplace. Unless you're speaking with somebody who's well versed in mortgages, has several properties, has a high net worth. Most of the time, you don't even bring up the word adjustable rate mortgage. I mean, it's just that taboo. I mean, the times that I've had conversations about adjustable rate mortgages in the past 7 years are, I could almost count them in two hands. It's very far few in between with the general public. But I'm just going to put out some information out there. Now, again, this is just an opinion. Like I always say, they're not for everybody. They're not. And I only maybe do 2 or 3 adjustable rate mortgages a year out of hundreds of loans that I do. So obviously it's not a program or a product that I push. I'm just throwing out information out there. Me personally, I have 2 adjustable rate mortgages, but I'm very comfortable with it. I'm an investor. I've been in the marketplace for a long time, and I know the pros and cons with having an adjustable rate mortgage. And I know the risk related to them and maybe when I need to adjust for that risk. So number one, who are adjustable rate mortgages good for? Right off the bat is investors. Let's say you're an investor and you have a house and you just gathered the money to buy your first investment home. Let's say you decided to go and put 20% down on your first investment property. So initially, you're going to need the lowest payment possible in the house that you're buying. That way you can rent it, make any repairs on a monthly basis if you need to, call a plumber, or you have a leak of some sort, or somebody doesn't pay you a mortgage 1 month and then they're late. You need to recover from that. So initially you might need a lower payment. So let's say your payment is $2,000 on a fixed loan program. If you get an adjustable rate mortgage, that $2,000 payment might turn into $1,600. So if you're saving $400, maybe it's worth it. If you're going to just need that help for the first 5 years, and then you can lock in at a fixed low rate, depending on what the market is doing at that time. Obviously, in the past 5 to 6 years, rates have been very low, and that's why everybody has been locking in at historic lows. But now that interest rates as a whole have gone up since May of last year, now people are starting to look into them. Another person that might want an adjustable rate mortgage is, let's say somebody gets stationed in San Diego and they're a military family and they're going to move away after 4 years, and they know they're not going to want to rent a house, keep it as an investment, and they're going to move and buy another house somewhere else. So then it would behoove you to get an adjustable rate mortgage. But why would you want to pay $2,000 when you could pay $1,600 a month for that same house if you know you're going to be selling it in 4 years? Adjustable rate mortgages, it doesn't make your principal go up. It just gives you a loan term that's fixed for a particular amount of time. Let's say maybe 5 years. So after 5 years, your payment maybe go up or down on a yearly basis. But every year, your principal balance goes down. Another person that would want to get an adjustable rate mortgage is somebody who's going to sell the house. You're making an investment. You're going to sell that house. You're basically gambling. You want to buy that house and you want to sell it in 5 years and you want to make some money and turn around. So if you're going to sell it in 4 to 5 years, you might as well get an adjustable rate mortgage so you can make less of a payment. And you can get that extra money and put it towards principal on a monthly basis, therefore minimizing your debt. Therefore, when you sell it, you're maximizing that profit. That's another reason why you would get an adjustable rate mortgage. Another reason is you can't pay any more. You can't afford $2,000 a month. So maybe on paper you can, but you spend too much, going to the movies and going to Disneyland, things that we can't account for as loan officers, and you can't afford more that $2,000 payment. You can afford that $1,600 payment. Well, in 5 years it may go up. Then you're going to have to deal with those circumstances then. But maybe you want a low payment initially. So that's a few of the things to think about when looking for a loan. Again, adjustable rate mortgages are not for everybody, but it's certainly something to read about and think about and ask about, because most mortgage professionals have some sort of adjustable rate mortgage in their portfolio. So that's something to think about. That's all I have to say for today. Again, if you have any questions, please call me at 619-370-4272. It was a pleasure speaking with you, and I hope you have a great time. Thank you very much.